Hello, my name is Tom Harris. I'm the director of the University Center for Economic Development at the University of Nevada, Reno. I'm also a professor in the Department of Economics in the School of Business. And I'm also a Cooperative Extension State Specialist on Rural Economic Development, and some of my research is funded by the Nevada Agriculture Experiment Station. Watching the national and international news, almost every morning we wake up and we see the Dow Jones has either had a positive 100 or 400 point change. Also, with this, we've seen changes in oil prices and agricultural prices. Wall Street had its worst start in January since 2001, primarily to the weakness of the Chinese economy and some fears that most people are expressing that we could have a worldwide recession beginning. We even have negative interest rates in Japan and Europe, something they hadn't had since medieval times when they charged people just for holding money. Given this turmoil, what would be this turmoil in the international and national economy and agricultural prices and other commodity prices? How would this impact the state's economy, economies within the state, the county economies, and specifically agricultural sector in the state of Nevada? This is what a workshop we're going to be presenting on February 25th will be discussing. This will be called the Nevada Agricultural Outlook Workshop. Now, presentations will be presented live in Las Vegas and Reno at the cooperative extensions in those areas. But also there will be interactive video where people can watch the presentations and even participate. These will be in Elko, Fallon, Winnemucca, Yarrington, and Carson City. The workshop begins at 9 a.m. and will last to 3 p.m. If you call these extension offices in these towns and these counties, you will get information how you can participate if you like to in this workshop. We'll have several economic professionals at this workshop from the University of Nevada, Reno, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and Texas A&M University. I just want to give you a brief rundown of the people who will be making presentations that I hope you will understand that will make you look at attending this workshop. Dr. Stephen Miller will be making a presentation on international, national, and state trends. Dr. Miller heads up the Center for Business and Economic Research at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. He's also a professor in the Department of Economics there. And Dr. Miller has made numerous presentations on forecasts and trends and outlooks for the state of Nevada. I think his information will be very useful for people in the state and the counties and even the agriculture sector to kind of understand what's going on internationally and nationally and how it may impact our economies, county economies, and even the agriculture sector. After that, Mike Helmer, who's a research associate here with me with the University Center for Economic Development, he's also a research associate with the Ag and Food Policy Center at the University of Missouri. We'll be making a presentation on agricultural prices, international, national, and state. Mr. Helmer has done numerous of these forecasts and presentations to U.S. Congress when they do their deliberations on farm bills. I think Mr. Helmer's information would be very useful to our agricultural people in the audience, but also to the county and state officials who recognize that agriculture is a very important segment of our economy, and any changes will have an impact on state and county economic activity. After that, we'll have two sessions from people from Texas A&M, George Knapp and Brian Herbst, who have been working with me in developing representative ranches in the state of Nevada. Texas A&M has an Ag and Food Policy Center also, and they do analysis of representative ranches and farms as farm bills change, just to get an idea of how different changes impact all through the U.S. Our use of their models is primarily with public lands. But what they will be presenting are two things. One, we have a representative ranch in northern Nevada and in southern Nevada. We also have a representative dairy in Fallon. George Knapp will be talking about how the Farm Bill and other trends, primarily maybe even negative interest rates, may be impacting these representative ranches. Brian Herbst will be doing another analysis looking at the impacts of sage grouse habitat designation. how will that influence or impact the financial viability and sustainability of Nevada ranchers? He will be making that presentation also after Dr. Knapp. After their presentations, I will be making a presentation on how these changes from sage grouse designation will impact a rural county, specifically Elko County, showing how economic linkages with the ranch sector, when it changes, how it impacts the economy of Elko County. Our last segment, we have two ladies from Cooperative Extension, Holly Gaskey from the Extension Educator in Lincoln County and Carol Bishop, the Extension Educator in Northern Clark County. These two ladies have been working on local foods. The way I've seen agriculture change lately is that we do have the large agriculture producers who produce agriculture goods that are transported and shipped outside for export, but there's becoming a new, what we call local foods, people who buy goods and agriculture goods at farms, at local farms in the weekends, but also who want a specific type of agricultural product, being a nutritious quality that they want. This local foods is becoming a bigger and growing industry within the total agriculture sector. These two ladies have been working a lot in this area, and we may be making presentations on trends on local foods and some of the opportunities and some of the problems that Nevada producers have been recognized. So all in all, these are the areas that we'll be discussing in Nevada Outlook. I hope you will attend. I think you'll find it very informative, even if you're an agricultural producer, a regular businessman, or a government official. Trends on the local economy and how they impact agriculture have a lot to say on the local economic activity of the state of Nevada and the counties within the state. I hope to see you at the Nevada Agricultural Outlook on February 25th. And we also will have links and information links about the workshop be following my presentation that you can contact to become registered or get more information about the workshop. Hope to see you on February 25th.